Welcome back, Green Jacket League, to the Week 4 edition of the Green Jacket Show with your hosts, Sprinkle
and Snook. We got a really good show for you tonight. Not really anything special planned, but plenty to talk about, as always, in the Green Jacket League.
It's true.
So Snook will take us away.
Starting off with our 3 undefeated teams so far. Yeah, 3-0. The first one, surprisingly, Portland Hipsters, Daniel win.
Very surprising.
Yes.
I think he was like the first relegation alert we ever had.
Yeah.
Before anyone had a record, so it didn't make sense.
But
we also have undefeated Mr. Echo, the final lost reference in the league. Quality reference still. I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
And lastly, Ron is still undefeated.
Probably shouldn't be, but I'll have a bone to pick with him later. So.
Alright, but Snook, there's actually a couple teams who don't have any wins yet. And
Speaking of which, do you hear that?
Oh, fuck.
Did you fart again?
God damn it.
Relegation alert! This guy on relegation alert. Last place.
Fuck you. We'll be back. I'm projected close to Drew. We'll see. Next week, though, I'm sure I'll win that one. Also on relegation alert is Carlos, one of the other undefeated, non-winned teams.
Defeated.
Defeated teams. And Steven is the other one, not on relegation alert, because he's a Reed and probably won't get relegated. But, we'll see. Next week, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah. But, then we would like to thank some of our most favorite followers for tweeting at us this week after being so hard on you guys. So our first tweet was at Sprinkle and Snook from Mr. Echo. Dear Sprinkle the Splitter, are you the ginger brother of Miley Cyrus with your candy name and your constant tongue thing?
You gotta pronounce it like he said it, like your. He didn't say your, he said your.
Oh.
You can see it in here. See? Text. Look at that. Future technology.
Well, answer the question.
Well, I believe I responded to him on Twitter saying that he was wrong. I am not Miley Cyrus's brother because I don't support incest. But I would love to do anything that she would let me do to her. So, Miley, I'm waiting for you.
She's gonna wreck your ball.
Ooh, that sounds good. And also, earlier in the week, Drew Larson, Manager Larson, tweeted at Sprinkle and Snook for the Lake Stevens Lynch Mob team Twitter account, of course, tweeted that we would like to know your projections for future games between the Larsons this year, as we are avid viewers of your show. Well, any predictions on the Larsons this year? We got Scott, Kyle, and Drew all in the league. Anyone was unaware of that.
My prediction for Sluttiest Larson this year would be Scott.
I think Scott might win Sluttiest Larson this year.
Yeah.
If we were to rank...
Although Kyle is in China, and those girls love the white boys.
They do. They probably think Kyle's like Indiana Jones or something.
He's like a skinny Buddha. Ooh. With the belly on that.
The Buddha was not white. But also, so if we're going to rank the 3, this year I would say Kyle, Drew, and Scott in that order. And we're not just ranking them based on personality alone. Oh!
I get it.
That was good. I like Scott. You know I like you. Former roommate. Woo! Alright.
Yeah.
So from there, I believe we're going to switch over to some of your favorite awards. Starting, as always, with this week's Lumpy Lighthouse Award.
This week.
Brought to you this week by Carrie Fisher. mediocre Lumpy Lighthouse Award brought to you by Carrie Fisher. She was Princess Leia, and she was addicted to coke, and then she appeared in an Austin Powers movie as a psychiatrist. Lumpy Lighthouse Award this week goes to Snook's very own Sarah Catherine for managing to pick up some guy named Larry Donnell. Whitest name I've ever heard, but he is in fact black. And he's scoring a shit ton of points right now as the Giants tight end. So, shaking up the minor leagues. Yeah. Good job, Sarah.
We were wrong. Eli did not get killed last week, so...
Ooh, apologize for our last week's predictions. Yeah. They were offensive.
And no one got in trouble, so...
Yep.
Screw you, New York Giants running backs, for not killing people. But on to the biggest prick of the week, sponsored by... he fell for it this week.
It's prickly.
It is. I don't even know if it's a cactus, but...
It's an aloe plant, simply.
I love aloe. Biggest prick of the week this week is going to be the Magic Stafford, Ron Cornelius is on.
Cornelius.
Because he was throwing a little hissy fit on Facebook about power rankings, like Sprinkle did last week, but
it wasn't hissy fit. I was right.
Yeah, he was complaining that he's ranked so low, but if you're gonna score 64 and like 74 points and still win, that's just plain lucky. Like,
you're only ranked 9th, man. I'm ranked 16th. Fuck you.
Yeah, he scored more points than you too. So.
Yeah. Interesting.
Why don't you score some more points?
Alright, and then next will be our NFC South Award. Goes someone different each week because you can't predict the NFC South. This week, it goes to Scott Larson for losing by just a half point to what we believed was the worst team the league has ever seen. And to last week, he was the worst team we had ever seen. But then you lost to him by half of a point. The difference in the game was actually just a Dolphins sack. Whereas Scott's defense, the 49ers, only scored 3 points somehow against Drew Stanton at quarterback. So, Scott, them's the breaks. That's bad luck. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah.
Very sorry. Phew.
You suck. No, just kidding. But on to the fatal mistake of the week.
Bam!
This week, Kyle called it himself. You were right. Kyle Larson of the Chinese Fisher women. You made the fatal mistake. You had, I believe, you started an injured Roddy White. So I think you probably had time before Thursday night's game to fix that. But Chinese internet probably didn't know that. So
Kyle did lose by 10 points, and he had 2 different wide receivers on his bench that he could have played.
Yeah, because Roddy White was in his flex. Even so. He could have played a water running back.
Kyle Larson, Aaron Hernandez of the week. Good work.
Not cool.
All right, and then up next, we've got your matchup of the week.
Oh, yeah.
Featuring your very own Mississippi Avenue Splitters, trying to stay kind of relevant or at least not become completely irrelevant.
He needs to win.
And we're up against Drew Larson. Projection is really close.
4-point spread right now.
Yep, could swing pretty far either way. I'm hoping that it swings really far my way, and Drew dies in a fire.
Yeah. Well, one of you should have picked up Eli Manning. You would have already had like 50 points.
I don't pick up Eli Manning.
At bars.
I don't do it.
No.
I don't do it. I don't do it, Manning. But next is your very own Prost and Pissa.
Prost and Pissa.
This week, the Prost is going to go to, I think this one's obvious. I hope everyone else enjoyed it as much as me.
And me.
Probably Snook.
Yeah.
And Snook, yeah. I hope everyone enjoyed it as much of us. But this week's Prost goes to our very own True Chains.
True Chains.
The man. Funniest thing I've ever seen in the league.
Nice.
People have been stopping me literally twice today to comment on how good that video was. Literally twice today, seriously.
Yeah.
And people really loved it. So
we want more.
True, prost to you.
Prost. I don't know where you live, but you should come make an appearance up at the Green Jacket show.
We'd love to have you as a guest show.
You can sit right here, in between us.
Yep.
Sprinkle and
We'll put a
Snook,
stool here.
trademark sandwich. I'll be the cream. You be the sugar.
There's lots of zucchini on that, so.
But speaking of zucchini, the biggest or the pissa of the week is going to Mr. Stephen Reed.
Yeah, speaking of zucchini.
Yeah, speaking of zucchinis, he overpaid for Jordan Matthews by $36 this morning.
Yeah, it was a $47 bid,
Yeah.
and the nearest was $11. And we get that you like the Eagles' second best wide receiver, but
Yeah, he's done one good thing so far.
is he the second best wide receiver?
Well,
Did Riley Cooper just get
is
racist
Riley
again
Cooper
or something?
good?
Is he racist? No. I figured he got suspended
I
again.
think someone stepped
I
on
don't
his
know,
hair.
but you know what, Steven? Piss off!
Piss off.
Go fuck yourself, Green Jacket League!
Ugh.